Hello, and welcome to the senior project of Giancarlo Fred.
And Alexander Vazquez.
Due to obvious reasons, we've had to resort to distance learning. We decided to take this opportunity to show and demonstrate, especially in this day and age, how important technology can be to music in this digital world and how connected we still can be, how much we still can get accomplished even from miles apart. So Alex began and produced two instrumental beats, two original compositions in regard to the melodies, the arrangements, drums, the rhythms. We decided the key scale, decided the tempo. We're going to demonstrate some of the great skills we have learned here while attending at Lehman in classes such as musicianship with Dr. Getzo, theory with Clayman, college choir with Dr. B, some of the private lessons I've taken with Osceola Davis and Chris Thompson.
We also demonstrate the skills we learned from piano class with Professor Markowski, music with computers, studio recording techniques with Professor Alan Monar, and also film scoring with Professor Bacon.
We're also going to take you through the process from the beginning of when we record the first vocals through the end product when it's polished, through techniques of EQ, compression, and other kind of neat editing tricks you get to do in these digital audio workstations, where we'll show you how this turns into this.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it.
And we're gonna do it twice. First one's gonna be a mashup, the second one will be an original song.
Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Okay, so right now I'm getting ready to walk you through the process I went through of creating a mashup for our senior project.
So first off, I just want to start off by giving you a little bit of information about what a DAW is. So a DAW, also a DAW, is a digital audio workstation. This is basically software that people in the industry, music industry, film industry, or different types of industry use to create projects. They create songs on here. They could do film scores on here. Beats, of course. The engineers use this for mixing. This is just a very powerful platform. And of course, this isn't the only DAW. There's many DAWs. There's Pro Tools. There's Logic. There's FL Studios, Reaper, and of course, there's Ableton Live, which is what you're seeing right here. This is my personal preference. Ableton Live is a powerhouse, mainly because it functions as more than just a beat making tool. You could use it in live settings as well. And that's mainly the reason so many people love this program so much. It's very reliable. So now that I gave you a little bit of now that I gave you a little bit of background on what a DAW is, I think it's time we could start.
We knew that we wanted this project to be up tempo, so I tapped in the tempo by coming up here to this arrow where it says tap, and I just tapped it until I tapped out the tempo that I was hearing in my head. And then after that, we focused on the key, and I decided that the key of A minor would be a good key to work in. So after deciding the key and deciding the tempo, I started to work on the chord progression. But before we get into that, I want to show you what is on the screen right now, because I know many of y'all do not work in DAWs. So basically, this right here is a MIDI track. And on this MIDI track, you click it, and comes up a piano roll. This piano roll correlates to the keys on a piano, the actual real piano that you would play. Once you in this MIDI clip, you're able to click in notes, or you could play notes with an actual MIDI keyboard or any type of MIDI instrument actually. So the chords I chose to work with are A minor, D minor, G major, and C major. And these are the only 4 chords that I use throughout the whole beat. So after I chose the chords, I played them out with a virtual instrument called Keyscape. And in this virtual instrument, I chose a keyboard. I'm getting ready to solo the track just so you can hear this instrument alone. Alright, so once we got that, I started to work on the chord progression for the hook. And it's pretty much the same. I just added a top line melody using some notes just to create a fuller melody. And this is what it sounds like when I solo it. Alright. I felt like once I was able to play these melodies, that with this instrument I didn't really need too much more instruments. I felt like the piano was good enough to fill out this beat by itself. So after that, I started to work on the drums, and I usually start out with the clap just to help me create that rhythm, and then I go on to the percussions. Let me play the drums for you. I'm gonna solo all the drums so you can hear them. And what you're hearing are kicks and 808s, snares, hi-hats, and these are just everyday drums that producers use to create their beats. 808s are synthetic basses. They are from the TR Roland synthesizer, and this is what it sounds like solo. Now, I'm getting ready to play all of these instruments together. So now I feel like this is a good foundation, and I'm getting ready to send this beat off to GC. Once I send it to GC, he'll lay down some vocals, and then I'll mix the vocals, and I'll document that process once again.
All right, so I just got the beat from Alex, and it sounds really good. A minor, and we have an idea for a mashup, so now I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm just gonna try to hear what rhythms, what melodies I hear in my head, and what arrangements. So. And I can see it. You know, run it back real quick. I think I hear stands on there. Stand. That was ditto, right? Let me try it. I'm gonna try from the beginning. My tears got cold. I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. You know what? No, I should connect that with all my life I pray for someone like you. And now, yeah, I'm gonna connect the two songs. So you can put it back. Tears gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Falling rain outside my window, and I can't sleep at all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. You give me a feeling, and I deserve it. Yeah, that could go perfect right there. So that'll be Alicia Keys. Impossible to ignore. I can't take it. So I figured out the flow, the melody that I'm gonna do, and I even got the song. So it's gonna start off with "Stand" by Eminem, then it's gonna transition to "All My Life" by Casey and JoJo, followed by "Unthinkable" Alicia Keys. Then I'm gonna go into "Sweet Dreams" by Eurythmics, then into "Genie in a Bottle," followed by "Bye Bye Bye." Well, Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera. Then "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC, and I'm gonna close it out because it's like a little slow section that I think will be smooth with "No One" by Alicia Keys. So let's get to it. I'm wondering why got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds out my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them wanna use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them wanna abuse you. Some of them wanna be abused. I wanna see you out that door. Baby, bye, 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 bye. I just want you close, where you can stay forever. You can be sure that it will only get better. All right, so the lead vocals are finished, the hook's done, everything. You know, on most other songs would be a little bit more intricate. I'd add some ad-libs, some highs, some lows and stuff. This time I just added some doubles, so I have a lead vocal and then I have a double right below it just to give it to enhance it a bit. Now that it's done, I'm sending it over to Alex to get mixed.
Okay, so GC just sent back his vocals, and I'm getting ready to take a listen to them. So let's get right to it.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that
Okay, so I think that's a good amount of listening to the raw vocals. Mixing these vocals that GC has sent us. Okay, so usually when I start by mixing vocals, I like to mix them one at a time. And as you see right now, we have the lead and the dub. And for right now, I'm going to turn the dub, which is the double vocal, off. And we're just going to focus on the lead vocal for right now. So what I like to do when I start off by mixing vocals is putting on auto-tune as my first plugin in the vocal chain. And what you're seeing here right now is Auto-Tune Pro, a very popular pitch correction tool. It's used for many things besides just pitch correction. It's also used as a creative tool. You could get somebody to sound robotic. You could get somebody to sound a little electronic. You could get somebody to sound natural and smooth. This is just a very powerful tool. So what you want to do when opening Auto-Tune is, of course, set the key of your song that you're in. And right now we're working in the key of A minor. So we're going to go to A. We're going to go to A minor. Then we're going to go to minor. And then you're going to select the input type, which is the singer's range. GC is a tenor. So that's the option we picked. And then to the vocals as we dial in our auto-tune settings.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you.
All right, I think right about there sounds good. So now that we have our auto-tune settings dialed in, the next step in our vocal chain will be an EQ. So what we're gonna do is open up Neutron, and the good thing about Neutron is it comes with presets that you could choose. And presets could just be a starting point for where you want to start your mix. So I'm gonna go to Clear Vocal preset, click that, and then close. All right, as you can see, the preset was a good starting point, but we had to make a few adjustments. I had to bring up a little bit of his mid-range frequency, and I had to bring down a little bit of the high-end frequency, just a smidget. And I'm gonna play them. I'm gonna play it and bypass it so you guys can hear what it sounds like before and after the effects.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally.
I think you can hear the difference. Yeah, I feel like it makes a huge difference. But there's still more left. So let's move on in our vocal chain. So the next step I want to do is put a compressor on his vocals. And what a compressor does is it takes the loudest parts of a vocal or any type of audio sample and just and the softest parts of the sample, and it squishes the dynamics together. And what that does is it makes it sound louder because the loudest part and the quietest part are now closer together. So that was the function of a compressor is.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds out my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I've traveled the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for.
Okay, I think that's a good starting point. As you can hear, this makes a huge difference in the vocals. I feel like it really evens out those peaks, brings it down a notch, just to make the vocal sound a little bit more balanced. Okay, I'm gonna continue to mix the vocals a little bit further. I'm gonna add some more plugins, some more EQ, maybe compress a little bit more, and you guys will be back to see the end result. Okay, so we're back with the second half of our senior project, and right now we're looking at Ableton Live again, and I just created this instrumental. The key of this beat is C sharp minor, and the tempo of the beat is 80 BPM. And I'm gonna walk you through the process of how I created this instrumental. So first I started off with a piano, and I'm gonna solo the piano, play a little bit of it for you. Then after that, I added in a pad sound with it. It kind of just helps fill out some of those spaces. Then after that, I started on the drums. And this is how the drums sound. I wanted to give it a bounce. And also, we have some arps in this instrumental. And that's pretty much most of the beat. I'm just gonna go ahead and play a snippet of everything together for you. Now I'm getting ready to send over this instrumental to GC, and let's see what he comes up with.
So we're on my part of the second half of our senior project, where Alex has sent me an original beat, a completely original composition, and I'm going to listen to it and try to get some inspiration and write my own original composition to it, from the lyrics to the melodic arrangements. So I'm going to take a listen to it. I want to talk a little bit about how my songwriting is. In particular, it's I don't really try to write something most times. Like, I just listen to the music. Ooh, I like that drop. I'll just get inspiration off of the song, and I'll try to feel the vibe of the song. Like, this song when I hear it feels like mysterious. I feel some pain in it, and then I still have that urban vibe to it. It's got that bop, that bounce to it. So I'm probably gonna try to, I wanna sing on it, but I might bring a little bit of urban swag to it in regard to how I flow along the beat with my arrangements. So let's check it out. So I just hear a bunch of melodies first. I listen to my melodies, and then I start humming them out, and then I just like follow the beat in regard to transitions. Like in the part right here, that sounds like an intro. then it jumps. I think I'm gonna jump right into the hook. I'm gonna do a soft part of the chorus right here, and then when this closes up, I'm gonna go into the verse right after that. So I find a little structure. I find some harmonies, and I already know it's mystical. There's mystery here. There's pain. There's a little urban vibe. So I'm gonna incorporate all these elements as I'm going along writing. So let's run it back. I'm pretty sure I got all the lyrics. I'm just trying to think about timing and stuff. So this is like a rough little run through I'm gonna do before I go to record. And also, when I write these songs, sometimes I write from personal experience. Sometimes I write from third person experience. You know, like as I'm writing and as the lyrics come to me, stories just evolve. You know, and it's just a figment of my imagination. So it's not like this one in particular. This song in particular isn't a very personal song to me per se. This is creative idea, and I'm just having fun. It's just fun. I guess you think you're all that in a bag of chips, yet you over can't afford that. I was all in, put my cards on the table, but you got a bad poker face. No, you won't call that. Don't you know I know you? You cannot hide from me, even when you lie to me. Don't you know I know you? You're not who you try to be. That person that died to me. I know you. I already know what's up. It's written on your face, so you can stage. All right, we'll save the rest for the actual recording when I start laying it down.
GC just sent in his raw vocals. Once again, I mixed his vocals. And just like the process of how I mixed his vocals last time, I started out with auto-tune on each track, EQ, and compression as well. I sent all his vocals to the reverb aux track and delay aux track. What I did do here that was different was I used a vintage compressor on his vocals, just because I wanted his vocals to have a little bit more color. Other than that, the process I went through was pretty much the same process of mixing his vocals the first time. Okay, now we have come to the end of our senior project. GC and I had a blast doing this, although it was under horrible circumstances such as these, but we try to make the best out of our situation. And without further ado, you will be hearing our 7-song mashup in A minor and our original composition, Don't You Know, in C# minor.
All right, now that the music is all wrapped up, we've been bouncing these tracks back and forth to each other digitally via email. We've been bouncing back this program, this file that we've been working on, because this is how we're going to put the project together to present to you guys. This app here, where we're able to work on video and audio. I would usually use Digital Performer at the school, but I don't have all the plugins and stuff for it. Well, we both are able to work hand in hand with this together. So, all right, so we're editing the entire presentation now in another program, in another application that we've been bouncing back and forth. Getting us ready to do it for you guys. So once we're done editing with this, I'll send it back to Alex, and we'll be able to show you. So now on to the final product.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds out my window, and I can't see it all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. You give me I guess you think you're all that and a bag of chips, yet you over can't afford that. I was all in, put my cards on the table, but you got a bad poker face. I know you won't call that. Don't you know? I know you. You cannot hide from me, even when you lie to me. Don't you know? I know you. You're not who you try. Persona died to me. I know you. I already know what's up. It's written on your face, so you can stay shut. Say them lame excuses for the next runner-up. Gave you the time of day, but now your time's up. Chuck up them deuces, don't press your luck. Stop with the head games and suck it up. On to the next, and they ready lined up. Should've looked at the contract before you signed up. Let it burn, babe. Yeah, do it like I should let it burn, babe. Went along for the ride just to hurt me. So it's the final destination of our journey. It's the end of us. Don't you know? I know you. You cannot hide from me, even when you lie to me. Don't you know? I know you. You're not who you try. Persona died to me. I know you. Fool me once, shame on you. Can't fool me twice, so the joke's on you. Funny how things change when you turn the tables. Karma's a witch coming back times two, but you're telling fables. Didn't mean it literally, they're losing labels. Pray for a second chance, maybe gotta save you, but it's gonna have to be with the next one, boo. Cause I'm through with you. To tell the truth, I still appreciate you. You saved me more heartache we could've gone through. Thought you was a homie, acting like you know me. Bringing out the homie, matter of fact, I think you owe me. Don't you